In the depths of a hidden cave, a young boy's life hangs by a thread. Morris Batel, an adventurous spirit trapped in a nightmare. A fateful twist of events left him alone and wedged in the treacherous Wildcat Cave. This is a story of bravery, resilience, and the incredible power of community. This is the breakdown of Wildcat Cave tragedy. Morris Batel was a vibrant young boy until 1955, when his whole world came crashing down. His parents' divorce left him and his brother Donald to navigate a turbulent childhood filled with uncertainty and instability. Without a solid parental figure, they were shuffled from one foster home to another, facing the harsh realities of a fragmented family life. Eventually, they found some semblance of stability at a Methodist children's home. However, the lack of a stable family environment left Morris seeking solace elsewhere. He found it in a hidden refuge, a nearby cave known as Wildcat Cave. Wildcat Cave, perched in the red sandstone walls about 15 feet above a dry stream bed, was both thrilling and perilous. The cave's entrance started as a manageable 4-foot-high opening but quickly narrowed into tight, crawling passages. Despite its dangers, Morris was drawn to its quiet seclusion. It became his escape, a place where he could be alone with his thoughts. He visited the cave frequently, although he never ventured too far, aware of the risks it posed. He had once gotten lost in its dark, winding passages, but his friends had managed to find and rescue him just in time. On October 5, 1965, a group of children from the Methodist foster home, including Morris, set out on a bus trip to a nearby village. The anticipation was high, and the kids were excited for the adventure ahead. Unfortunately, a flat tire forced a change of plans, redirecting them to Wildcat Cave. The unexpected detour was met with enthusiasm by Morris and his friends, who saw it as an opportunity to explore the cave more thoroughly than ever before. As the group ventured further into the cave, the thrill of exploration gripped them. The cave's mysterious allure beckoned them deeper into its depths. However, in the midst of their excitement, Morris became separated from his friends. Panic set in as he realized he was alone in the labyrinth of narrow passages. He called out for help, but the thick rock walls swallowed his cries. Determined to find his way back, he began retracing his steps, only to become more disoriented. Meanwhile, Morris's friends had exited the cave, assuming he had done so before them. They only realized he was missing when they regrouped outside. Inside the cave, Morris faced mounting terror. He took a wrong turn down a slippery passage that grew increasingly narrow. He found himself in a tight crevice, wedged between the rock walls. Panic and claustrophobia gripped him as he struggled to free himself, only to become more tightly stuck. Hours passed before Morris's absence was noticed by the teachers and his friends. William Powell, one of the teachers, led a rescue effort into the cave. Smaller in stature, Powell managed to reach Morris and attempted to calm him. Morris could barely speak, his face pressed against the cold rock. Using a belt, Powell tried to pull Morris free, but the belt snapped, worsening the situation as Morris's face collided painfully with the rock. Realizing the severity of the situation, Powell called for professional rescuers. Fire Chief Paul Caldera and his team arrived quickly, but their initial attempts to use hooks to free Morris proved futile. The narrow, twisting passages of the cave presented significant challenges, and drilling through the rock risked causing a cave-in. As the night wore on, hopes of a quick rescue dimmed. News of Morris's plight spread quickly, capturing national attention. Volunteers and professionals alike flocked to the scene, offering their help. Among them was Evelyn Pinky Petit, a small but determined nurse who managed to wriggle close enough to comfort Morris, although she couldn't reach him. Experienced caver Terry Brown devised a pulley system to try to extract Morris, but it only moved him a few inches at a time. The situation grew more dire as hours turned into a full day. Morris had been trapped for over 24 hours without food or water. His strength was waning, and rescuers feared he would lose consciousness, which would make it nearly impossible to save him. Desperate for a solution, They sought out anyone small and brave enough to reach Morris and assist in the rescue. Enter Michael Urey, an Eagle Scout of similar build to Morris, who volunteered to crawl into the cave. With a new plan in place, Michael was to loop ropes around Morris and apply a glycerin solution to make him slippery. Michael navigated the tight passages and managed to reach Morris, tying ropes around his ankles and legs. With coordinated efforts from above and below, they began the painstaking process of pulling Morris free. Despite several slips and setbacks, their determination paid off. After a grueling and tense effort, Morris finally broke free from the crevice. Cheers erupted from the gathered crowd as he was carefully wrapped in a blanket and carried out of the cave, more than 24 hours after he had first become trapped. Spectators applauded as Morris was loaded into an ambulance, exhausted but alive. Morris was treated for exhaustion, cuts, bruises, and a significant bruise on his cheek. The ordeal had been harrowing, but he had survived, thanks to the tireless efforts of rescuers and volunteers. The cave was later sealed shut to prevent any future tragedies, a stark reminder of the dangers it held. Morris Batel's story is one of resilience, bravery, and the extraordinary efforts of a community coming together to save a young life. It serves as a powerful testament to the human spirit and the lengths to which people will go to help those in need. The traumatic experience left a lasting impact on Morris, but it also highlighted the importance of hope and perseverance in the face of adversity. After his rescue, Morris tried to return to a semblance of normal life. The physical and emotional scars took time to heal, but the support of his brother, friends, and the community helped him recover. He found solace in sharing his story, using his experience to inspire others facing their own challenges. His story became a symbol of hope, demonstrating that even in the darkest times, there is always a chance for rescue and redemption.